All right, starting off another video on the Volkswagen. I've got just took the doors off, set them on stands. I'm about to start final sanding for paint. I'm going to sand everything with 400. Sand all the interior, the dash, everything that needs to be painted. Inside the trunk area, back in the where the engine goes, back all in here, because I'm going to paint it all at once. I thought about it. I thought about just painting the inside and then taping it up. Well, painting the inside and the inside of the trunk and the engine bay, and then taping it up and painting the outside. And then I just realized how many holes and everything that I would have to tape up without getting overspray on the inside when I paint the outside. So no bigger than it is. I'm just going to paint everything all at once. So what I'm about to do is start sanding everything. And I think the only things that I'm going to paint first is the doors and the chassis body itself. Then contact the guy that's going to be putting everything back under it and inside and the motor and everything in it. He's probably going to bring the pan over and set the body on it and then roll it up on the trailer and take it. So I'm going to try and get all of this done first, and then in the next wave I'll do the fenders and the rest of the small parts. I've got everything ready to sand to paint except for the hood. I got one real good coat of primer on it. Not coat, but session, because there's multiple coats in it. I put 2 coats of epoxy and then 2 coats of urethane primer on top of it. And I'm probably gonna have to block it, and I'll probably end up having to prime it 2 more times before it's ready to paint. So I'll probably be painting it by itself at the very end. But if you stick around on this video, by the end of it, we should have color on everything. Okay, I didn't want to bore you with blocking and primering the Volkswagen again, and then blocking and sanding for it to get ready to paint again, because I've done that numerous times in other videos. So I just went ahead and did everything, and I got paint on the body and the doors, and then the booth fans are on right now. I've got the 2 coats of base coat on the fenders. I think they're taillight buckets, a couple of little dash and ashtray pieces, and the trunk engine cover. I did prime the hood this morning for the second time, and got it out so I could paint the parts today. I am going to have to sand the steering wheel and the column, put a good coat of primer on them, and hopefully be able to paint them later this week too. I may have to prime the steering wheel twice because it's got some cracks and stuff in it. But I'll flip the camera around, show you the how the body turned out on the Volkswagen, and then I'm going to go in and put 2 coats of clear on everything else. And then I'll show you the fenders and everything after I get done clearing them. But the body came out real nice, got a good shine to it. It's not a color that I would probably choose, but it is something that people are doing a lot of here recently. Is just kind of like a grayish color. Some has pearl and stuff in it. This one here is just a solid gray color. But yeah, I'm happy with it. It turned out pretty nice. Dash and everything. I don't really have any complaints about anything, so Hopefully the owner won't either. Show you back here in the engine bay also, firewall and everything, where all them places that was had cut off little, I guess little tabs was cut off, had them repaired. Back the damage that was on it turned out really nice. These wheel wells, all I did, if you can see, it's got rock chip guard, sprayed chip guard on all the inner fenders, inner fender wells, and the underside of the fenders themselves has rock guard on them, and then I base and cleared over top of it. So, but I guess I'm going to get in here and spray the fenders and everything else, get some clear on them, and then the Volkswagen will be done after I spray the hood, and I'm doing the steering wheel and the column black. But everything else will be painted. Oh, and I was walking over here, I guess I could show you the doors and how they turned out. Got a nice reflection to them. Turned out really nice too. We get them mounted up, and he'll come over with the pan, and we'll drop the body on the pan. I think that's his plan, instead of hauling it like it is when he brought it over here. Do a little update here. I left off, I was going to be painting putting clear on the fenders and the parts that I had in the booth. Well, I got that done, and today I put the fenders and the doors on the body, and I have one run that I have to get off in the fender. It started running down the edge here. Saying that in the next day or so, it's going to come next week to pick it up, but it is pretty much done. See, the reflection is really nice, and I think it turned out pretty good. Not really my choice in color, but it is pretty popular right now, this type of color on vehicles, so it should look real good when it's done. As far as what I'm working on right now is I've got the hood. I decided to prime one more time. This will make the third prime that I've done on it, but just on the outside, not the inside. I didn't really like how the body lines was right through here, just right. So I did another series of blocking with the 220 this time, and I'm going to put another good 2 coats of primer on it, and should be good to go after that to sand and paint. I've got the steering column and steering wheel sanded down, so when I put the primer on the hood, I'll put primer on these pieces also. This is bare. I got this sanded down to bare metal, so I'll put some epoxy primer on it. But steering wheel isn't as bad a shape as the first one that I've done, Volkswagen steering wheel that I've done, but it is pretty rough. So I'd like to get away with priming it just once, but I'll probably have to prime it twice. The steering column and the steering wheel is going black, so it's going to be painted at a different time than the hood. But the hood is the only thing I have left, other than these 4 brackets, which I got them sanded ready to paint already. The hood and them are the only things left that gets painted gray, and then, like I said, the steering column and steering wheel gets painted black. So try and get them wrapped up here in the next day or so, and start on the next thing in the shop. All right, so the Volkswagen is all done. Just waiting for the guy that's going to be putting it all back together on the pan and all the interior and motor and everything like that in it to pick it up. hopefully he's going to pick it up this week. So it is just sitting here. I just got done. I don't know if I showed the steering wheel, but the steering wheel is hanging up right there. I just got done buffing the hood, front trunk, whatever you want to call it, or whatever it is supposed to be called, but I am going to call it a hood. It had a lot of trash in it from where I had it laid down, but it turned out really nice. And then the engine cover, it's ready too, so everything is ready to be picked up. Got a nice shine to it. And that'll do it for the Volkswagen. If you look right over there, I have a coupe car in the shop. That is going to be on the next video. So this will be the end of the video about the Volkswagen getting painted. If you want to catch on what I'm doing to the coupe car over there, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can catch the next video, and I'll see you then.